Good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. Yes, people, 1 p.m. PST. This is where I be. Jericho Green live. But first, it's rare to find a remedy that delivers noticeable physical and mental benefits like C60 Evo. Their ESS 60 is a breakthrough technology offering benefits to thousands of customers. I sleep deeper, wake up feeling more refreshed and energized. I think more clearly and feel 15 years younger with this product. They've got a proven track record, and my recommendation too. Purchase C60 Evo and enjoy the incredible benefits yourself. Use my link to save 10% off your purchase, and the promo code is JG10. 10, a fucking 10. Movie's that from, huh? So what's going on, everybody? I see you in the comment section already. Poem Paget, that title. Yeah, man, I figured it was fitting. But I want you to imagine the title being said in like that stereotypical Southern racist voice. You know, the character in the movie that would have the short sleeve dress shirt on with a tie and a buzz cut and glasses, looking like Michael Douglas from what was that movie? Damn it! Hold on, I gotta look it up. Why can't I think of the one where he was all pissed off in L.A. and started wrecking shit? Stan, damn it. Why can't I remember the name of that damn movie? Michael Douglas movies. Here we go. Which one was it? Falling Down. That's what it was. Why couldn't I think of that shit? Yeah. Looking like Michael Douglas from Falling Down. So you wanted to say, not in my pool, freak. Some good news. The war isn't won, but that's definitely a battle that we won. We'll get into that. But shout out to Poem Paget. And Paget, that's the last name of my fourth grade teacher, Mrs. Paget. Shout out to her. And still, I was in fourth grade, 1989. To this day, even when I was overseas in the Navy, the world's finest Navy, she would send me a birthday card every year. I still get one every year to this day. Great woman, great teacher. At the time, she was like probably the most strict teacher I ever had, but looking back on it, she was awesome. Ozzy Valdez, Thor, the Thor, Rock Prep 11, Totally, Noel, Thor again, Jack, Grimaldi. Shout out to everybody who's in here hanging out. Yeah, you guys are right. This is about homeboy, what's his name, Leah Thomas. Went from number 500 to number 1 as a girl. Coincidence? I think not. Looking upwards, Lala HK, what's up? Follow me, I'll follow you. What's going on? Andrew Brown, Joe Texas, Will Smith, probably not that Will Smith, not slap Will Smith. Bull of the Woods, 86 to 92 Army, thank you for your service. I appreciate that. Greg McNeely, 85 to 93. What branch? Either way, thank you. Goes to Josie Wells. Yeah, Transformers and not the one with the cool the sound effect that they left out of the movie. Not that kind of Transformer, but like the Mr. Potato Head, your genitals. Take this. Well, what do I feel like today? Take that one off, screw this one on. Take that one off, screw the other one on. You know what I mean? Lisa Munoz, what's up? New York in the house. New York. Hey, oh, hey. What's up, New York? Suffering just like we do on the West Coast. The New York is California's cousin, unfortunately. Lift Me, 82 to 84. 95th Battalion Army, thank you very much. Thank you all for your service. Joe Texas, Army, 77 to 81. Air Force, retired, 82 to 96. It was so nice. You had to do it twice. You went to 2 branches. Greg, Army, okay. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Same thing my brother did. He joined the Army after high school. Then he joined the Army National Guard. Then he joined the Air Force, active duty, and then he joined the Air National Guard. So yeah, thank you very much. Thank you twice for twice the service. Fishing Sodium. Florida in the house. What's up, Florida? All that damn freedom down there. Why don't you share some? Don't be greedy. Callum Jackson. West Belfast, Ireland. What's up? Thank you. Way over there. Thank you very much. I'll fight the urge to do an Irish accent. Logical and illogical world. Yes, more on the illogical side, unfortunately. Sitka, Alaska. Cheyenne Maxwell in Modesto. Will Smith in Kentucky. Alan McGee, 74 to 78 Army. Thank you very much. Kerry Bowling, 92 to 94 Army. Where are my Navy people at? I appreciate all you Navy folk, but come on, or Army folk, but come on, Navy, represent. Let's do a roll call. Where's everybody from? I like to know this kind of stuff. Kerry Bowling, 88 to 92 USMC. Uncle Sam's Misguided Children. Thank you very much. Andrew Brown, KCMO in the house in the Midwest. You guys got any tornadoes coming through there? This time of year, when is tornado season? Let's see. Dominic Hall, what happened to your live from yesterday? I only got to watch part of it and then went back last night to watch the rest, and it was gone. Did YouTube remove it? I don't think so. Let me double check. I don't think so. No, I see it there. Almost 10,000 views yesterday. It's still there. Maybe hit the refresh or something. I don't think they removed it. I see it on my phone. But, you never know. Jeremy Sommer from, where'd it go? Let me go back up here where I was. Okay, here we go. Jerry Sommer, Miami. Bienvenido a Miami. Sherelle Snow, same, Miami. Way down there, the tip of Florida. Just the tip. Sabre Kurt Eddings, USN. There we go. The world's finest Navy. USN 74 to 80. ASW VP 91. Moffett Airfield. I've been up to Moffett a few times. Cali got your back, my bros. We need it more than ever out here. California is sick. Did you see what that, speaking of sick, did you see what that cackling Beezy said on the View? She said that, I was thinking more, they were talking about who could run as a Democrat. She was like, I was thinking Gavin Newsom because he's fun to look at. Shut up, you idiot. See, I'm telling you, some ladies out there got to take some responsibility for the Gavin Newsoms and the Justin Castros of the world because your clan voted for him. He's cute, girl. Pull the lever. Shut up. That's what you should have told it, but you didn't. You let Penelope tell you what to do. Lift Me says Belfast seems a bit calmer recently, like as in from the IRA days. Yeah, I would think so. Sean Tackett, Jericho, hope you're having a good day, brother. I am. I hope you're having a good one too. I hope you're not fucking melting like me because it's going to be 105 degrees here today. Not happy about it. Justin Arthur, Air Force flying the gay pride flag. Where's the American flag? I know. Had the girl doing the. Are they really flying that flag? Because I know they had the post with the girl doing the salute and her hand was a fucking rainbow color. Michelle Hammock, Hastings, Florida, the potato capital. Really, they don't belong to Idaho anymore? Damn, things have changed. I thought Idaho had the potato game on lock. Not anymore. Callum Jackson, watch all your stuff, Jericho. I appreciate that. Thank you. Shay Laster, baby wife. Dennis Tull, 72 to 76, Army. Thank you. Midnight Overload, Phoenix here, drying up by the minute. Yeah, Phoenix is real. That's where the sun goes on vacation, is in Arizona. Anna Murphy, Wisconsin says hello. What's up, Wisconsin? And I think Wisconsin is now the cranberry capital of the world, not the cheese capital. California took that from you, Wisconsin. Yippin' Yohoy. I'm not even going to try to butcher that, but thank you very much. Tennessee. Will Smith says, please do the Irish accent. I don't know if it's that good. I'm just going to say, me Portugal, daddy. That's all I was going to say. There it is. Coco's Ethnic Eats. Oh, where is that? You got some good food there? DMV. Oh, man. I'm sorry. My mom, she worked 20 years for the DMV, but it's still not a place I want to be at all. I hope it's quick and painless for you, Coco. Please. I feel your pain. Michael Kretz. Hope I didn't say that wrong. Michigan, you got that governor of yours that says drag queens should be in every school. Yo, pride check. We're still in Pride Month, guys. Have your pride on tight. What's your diet from June 1st to June 30th? Skittles. That's all you eat. You can eat however you want. Grill it, saute it, bake it, but it better be Skittles. Rainbow all day, all the time during June. Enjoy it. Soak it up. Show your support. Be an ally. Be a fucking ally. Oh, that shit's dumb. Eileen J. Blueberry Mountain, Alberta, Canada. Yo, hoser. What are you talking about? America's hat. Thank you, girl. Appreciate it. Ogdensburg, New York. Is that upstate there? Thor Bjorn from Sweden. Of course. With a name like Thor, of course you're in Sweden. What's up, man? I appreciate the love from way over there. You Jürgen. Justin Arthur, Phoenix. Yeah, man, you're there with the sun. James, Texas. Tejas. Another Canadian, eh? Cigar Box, Toronto, Canada. Trudeau's victim. I'm sorry, man. I hope at least he spits on it. Lift me. Massachusetts. I don't know. I'll put California up against any taxes you got there. You guys get another 3 cents per gallon gas price hike in July like we are? No. Don't be jealous. Mitchell Leggett, Mississippi. That's my home state. I was born in Mississippi. My parents moved out here when I was like 4 months old, but I was born in Jackson. Jackson, Miss. Where is it? Can't remember the name of it, the hospital I was born in. But I was born at 5:46 p.m. Swan, Oklahoma, where the winds come sweeping down the plains. Joe, Texas, my wife was Air Force, 81 to 2004. Well, thank her. Do something nice to her body tonight to show your appreciation. Mick Smith, New York again. Hey. My brother was Navy Corpsman, Big TW 707. Hey, good man. Navy Corpsman being the shit. They're usually attached to SEAL teams and stuff. Rita Tabasco, South Texas. What's up, South Texas? Philly, David Cohen's in Philly. Boy, they be gunning them down in Philly. Philly don't give a shit. City of Brotherly Love, my ass. Taryn Lewis, United States Navy, 2000 to 2005. There we go. Thank you, Shipwreck. Edna Effinger. Yeah, that's how I'm going to say it. Love from Pensacola, Florida. We got a little aviation school down there. The Cat Slave, meow, Henderson, Nevada. Hey, my aunt lives in Henderson, Nevada. And she was like, oh, you guys need to come here and visit. I said, oh, where do you live? She's like, oh, about 15, 20 minutes outside of Vegas, something like that. And I said, okay, cool. What's the summer weather like? She said, 118 degrees. I said, not in the summer, Auntie. Not in the summer. 118? That's unreal. That's unreal and unnecessary. Taj, Tucson, Arizona. I know you hot too. Sean Tackett, hi from Indiana. How far are you from Gary? Gary, Indiana gave us Michael Jackson. Bryant Lawson, you're in LA, so you at least paying $8 a gallon. Sorry to hear that. Mason 662, Mississippi, Pure Blood, tapping in, USN. Thank you, Shipwreck. None the Miser, Middle Tucky, Ohio. Brad Hellman, 2000-2009 in the world's finest Navy. Thank you. PLSMH, Texas. Tyler Franklin, Rockland, California, the better part of Cali. I live about 45 minutes from Rockland. So, it's about to be 105 where you are too. Thank you for checking in. Poodle Amy, Las Vegas, hot. Audrey, Texas. Depending on where you are, it could be dry heat or that could be some of that humid heat. Either way, I don't want it. Too damn hot in Texas. William Pugh, Indiana. Donald White, Army, 74 to 76, 3rd Armored Division. Thank you. Tony Zamora. Let's see. Where'd you go, Tony? Come back, Tony. Wait. Tony. Where'd you go? Oh, I see some good ones coming up. Okay. Got some Detroit there. All right, here we go. Tony Zamora. Hey, Florida. Want to trade governors? I'll give you Whitmer for DeSantis in a nanosecond. Yeah, and whatever is shorter than a nanosecond, that's how quick we'll trade Gavin Newsom for him. So I up your ante there, Tony. You do it in a nanosecond. I do it in whatever's less than that because I would get rid of Gavin. Bang your wife Newsom in a hot minute. Jerry Sommer, Air Force, 97 to 01. Thank you. Liberty Freak, 0077, upstate New York. You know, before I went to New York, I thought, of course, you know, movies and all that shit. New York was just New York City. But I got there, visited a buddy of mine in upstate. That train ride was like 8 hours to Buffalo. New York's big. Let's see. That Daisy says Deke Lasner, Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Yo, Ozer. What's that about? Taryn Lewis in Vegas. Flowers Mama, Riverside, California. You down there in the butthole of the beast. Up north is the belly of the beast. Southern California is the butthole of the beast. Too close in Ohio. Michael Akers, Kashmir, Washington State. Love your shows. Thank you very much. I love your support. Tammy, whatever. Mesa, Arizona, in the house. Not Benjamin Carter. Daytona Beach is hotter than hell. I believe it. See, Florida does heat, but then Florida has that damn humidity. Oh, thank you. I remember stepping off the plane in mid-August, and it was a culture shock. It was a shock to my system. It was every kind of shock there could be. That shit sucked. Humidity changes the game. Let's see. Joe Texas. He's a Texan. I see that. Thank you. A Texian. Hope you don't live near Austin. Robin Sage, Detroit Murder City. I'm glad you're still alive, Robin. Watch out. Stay low. Carrie Bowling, originally from Philly, live in El Paso, Texas since 93. Got family in El Paso. They live in a place called Las Cruces, New Mexico. Or not Las Cruces, Vado. It's outside of Las Cruces. But they live near Fort Bliss. When I visit in the summer, we'd see the missiles going overhead. Glad they never landed on us. Shay Laster, the cat slave. Cute name. We just had to trapped. Oh, that must be some cat talk. Okay. Justin Arthur, cooked in the Navy. All right, you were in charge of slanging those MREs, meals rejected by Ethiopians. Reppin' and preppin'. 2010 to 2012. FMF Corpsman. Wisco in the house. Hey, thank you for your service. Donna White is in Armona, California. That sounds something like it would be up north in the Bay Area. Am I wrong? Tell me. If I'm wrong, tell me. I can take it. Warren McNamara. I've always liked that last name. Just a sane old man from Durhamville, loving your common sense. Thank you. But unfortunately, it's not as common anymore, is it? Alan McGee, Libtard, Washington. That's right. You're suffering from the same disease I am in California. California, Oregon, and Washington are terminally ill with that shit. Jeffrey Hill, there you go. USM from 73 to 77. Guided missile destroyer with 2 med cruises and a trip to Gitmo, among others. But you went to Gitmo not as a prisoner. I'm glad. And yeah, I did a med cruise. Med cruises are the shit. But when you go through the Suez Canal, you can't tell what one country from the next. It's all just a bunch of sand and mosques. Just keeping it real. Leo Sims, Baltimore, Semper Fi. You must need all those Marine skills to survive in that fucking shithole. Glad you're here. Michael Morgan, 80 to 92 U.S. Army in Kentucky. Gary Davis in Tennessee. Stephen Thompson, 68 to 71 U.S. Army, Fort Worth, Texas. I got family in Fort Worth. We live in a place called Haltom City. Shout out to them. I know they're watching. My little niece is a future politician. A good one, though, not a corrupt turd. Justin Arthur, 02 to 05, went to Iraq. Well, thank you for your service, and I'm so glad that you came back. I hope you came back in one piece, physically and mentally. Salty Group, what's up from Louisiana? Oh, yeah, hold on. Thank you for reminding me of that shit. Y'all got that mayor down there in New Orleans who erected a fucking Afro pick. Yeah, we'll talk about that. You talk about a fucking embarrassment. Just one more, U.S. Navy. That's right. USSO badass that I guess that means we're so badass that we invented the Marines. We could have someone to fight with during peacetime. Oh, I love that shit. That's right. Marines are a department of the Navy. Sorry, boys and girls, but that is the truth. Timothy McKern. What up, Jericho? What up, Timothy? Brian King B. Falcone. Right on time, my brother. That's right, man. I'm fighting the stereotype of CPT. Me and Brian are going to do this shit. Me and him. 2 men are going to change the perspective of the entire world on black folks and being on time. Let's do it, man. All right, guys. I'll be in here all day reading this shit. Thank you very much. I'll get back to some of them. Craig, 1974, says Gavin Newsom looks like the Joker. Yeah, the latest one that Joaquin Phoenix played. Yes, very creepy and fucked up, for sure. And remember, guys, this is a viewer-funded platform. Venmo, Green for Green, Cash App, $, Jericho Green 1. You can do it snail mail style like Chris did. I'm sorry, Officer Mike. My bad, Officer Mike, retired. P.O. Box 806, Olivehurst, California, 95961-9998. Super chats. I see them coming in. Keep them coming in. I will read them first come, first serve. So, hold on. Let me hydrate. Hydrate, people. It's hot. Damn, 105 degrees today. It's going to be 7 days straight of 100 plus. Not looking forward to it. So, as you can tell from the title, Not My Pool, Freak. So, FINA, which it's, I don't know, it's a different language. Basically, it's the International Swimming Federation. They decided that, and I'm only using this term for the sake of the story, or for the sake of being accurate with the story, but what they said was biological males, which it means a real man, if you were born a man, you cannot compete in swimming unless you transitioned before the age of 12. Now, what I'm thinking is they did this to pretty much guarantee that no Ku Klux Trans members can swim against real women. But I mean, this is only temporary, because if shit keeps going crazy like it is, pretty soon you are going to have a generation of swimmers who did transition before the age of 12, which is sick and fucked up. Child abuse. But if it keeps going down this path and you keep having these dummies who want to give their kids hormone blockers and shit like that, then yes, pretty soon this will become null and void, because we will have a generation of kids who did just that. But you know what? We don't yet. So good. I'm glad, FINA. That's right. And even though that even proves how much stronger physically men are than women, because even with the drag that their lap hog creates in the water, you know, you got that thing hanging down, so that's going to create drag. That's going to slow you down a little bit. Your level of aerodynamicness, if that's a word, of cutting through that water, because you got the drag. They call it penal drag. So if you got penal drag like Moby Dick, Leah Thomas, I didn't mean to say that. Leah Thomas, is that her name? Kidding. So if you have penal drag like Moby Dick, then that should slow you down. But even despite the penal drag, he still became number one amongst women. So that further lets you know how much stronger physically men are than women, because he has penal drag and he's still smoking them, still coming up out of the water like a damn speedboat. And it's unfortunate that it took a committee to say, no, boys can't swim with girls. They're faster, they're stronger, it's not fair. And if it came down to it, let's just say the penal drag kicked in and it slowed them down enough to where they were neck and neck with a woman, them long ass arms, they could reach out and touch the wall first. Could you imagine if Michael Phelps said, you know what, today I'm feeling kind of girly, let me hop in the water with these ladies. He would smoke the shit out of every single one of them. He would be already out of the water, dried, done with his interviews, and eating lunch by the time these ladies reached the wall to complete the race. It wouldn't even be funny, and it wouldn't be fair. So thankfully, they had the wherewithal to come out and say, this shit's not going to happen. And, let me read just part of an article, and it surprised me. The wording in this article surprised me because of who it is. It was the New York Post. And New York Post, they don't do, there was a time where they didn't do the truth. But this says, the headline is, Sanity returns to transgender madness after Leah Thomas banned by FINA. I was like, what? I had to do Had to do a double take. You kidding me? Okay, it says swimming's world governing body, FINA, announced a ban Sunday on biological men competing in women's events unless they had transitioned before the age of 12. In other words, transgender athletes who have experienced the enduring competitive advantages of a male puberty flooded with testosterone, such as greater muscle mass, lung capacity, and height, will no longer have an unfair advantage in women's competitions. And this wasn't the quote from somebody with half a brain. This was part of the article from the New York Post. Surprised the shit out of me. Goes on to say the unfairness was clear when University of Pennsylvania transgender swimmer Leah Thomas started blitzing the competition. A mediocre swimmer when she competed against males, she became a superstar in the pool against women after she swapped genders. Thomas went from 554th. It almost sounds like we're talking about Elizabeth Warren's Indian content. But Thomas went from 554th ranked male in the 200 freestyle to the fastest woman in the 500 freestyle at the NCAA championships this year. Her teammates were so cowed by the oppressive atmosphere, policed by gender zealots and their craven university, that they were forced into silence or anonymous griping. New York Post wrote that shit. Couldn't believe it. All facts. You were nothing. You were in obscurity. If you wrote a letter to somebody, the return address would be obscurity. That's where you were. Nobody gave a shit. Nobody ever heard of whatever your first name was before you switched Thompson or Thomas. No one knew who the hell you were, nor should they when you're 554th. But then Thomas decided, well, it's not happening here with all these other penises around. So let me go holler at them clams. I know I can beat some clams. And then we have the birth of Moby Dick. Good. You should not be competing against women because, yes, it's physically unfair. That's why you have all of these sports and stuff and these jobs that are dangerous and require heavy lifting are all full of men. Sports, entertainment, jobs, men do most of them, the ones that require the physical, because we are stronger, we are faster, we are bigger, and if those are what the jobs call for, then we got to do them. Jobs that don't, jobs that call for a little more caring and understanding and maybe not so physically demanding, the ladies usually have those. Nothing wrong with that. That's how we built this great society, by everybody playing their part. But you can't walk up to the pool, reach down and scratch your dick, and then hop in the water. That's not right. And if you're going to do it, open it up to everybody. You really want to see men competing against women? Nobody wants to see that because that's not entertaining. You know how it's going to end before it starts. People go to these things to be entertained because there's the unknown. Are they going to win or are they going to win? That's why so much goes into the pontification and the analysis of all of these things. What's going to happen? This team versus this team. This guy versus that guy. This company versus that company, where there's the unknown. But if you put a dude in there against a woman, there is no unknown. We know how this is going to end. There's going to be a stretcher involved, and the guy's going to have his arm up in the air like this. He won't be the one on the stretcher. And nobody wants to see that. I need to look this up and get more details. But basically, during the Civil War, there was a general who decided to have women fight in some of the battles, and it ended up doing more damage than good. The men were psychologically thrown off. They weren't used to that. They weren't used to seeing women laid out dead, blown apart, missing limbs, crying for some help with their, disemboweled and shit. That did not compute with their male brains. That was their job. That was their place in life, to be taking the bullets and the cannonballs and the bayonets, not the women. It destroyed morale. The men were moping around the women's bodies and hanging around the bodies, saddened and just floored by what they saw. It was so unusual. They weren't used to seeing women in these positions, so they stopped doing it. It affected them. It changed them. And it's kind of callous to say, but if there's another man out there all fucked up on the battlefield, it doesn't really affect you as much. If you knew him, yeah, but even if it was the enemy, that's just how it goes. That's how war is. But to see a woman like that, psychologically unbearable for men. And it should be fair. These women sacrifice. These athletes, they sacrifice. They eat right. They exercise. They forego more fun things, with their friends and stuff, because they gotta focus. They gotta train. They gotta be ready. They have to hone their skills and sharpen their body to perform. So you've done all that, and then here comes Vera DeMilo with a size 14 shoe, stepping up on the center podium, the center pedestal, because they won gold again. As soon as that starter pistol goes off, you lost. How does that make them feel? The scholarships they could have had, the positions they could have had. Nothing. Can't have it anymore. There's one more spot. Oh, did I get that spot? Nah, sorry, he did. But I know. But he's much more, I know. But he got your spot. Homeboy took your spot, homegirl, if that makes any sense. So stupid. I'm so glad that they did that. And I hope that's the beginning. I hope that's just the tip of the iceberg, the tip of the common sense iceberg. Yes, it's unfair for dudes to compete against women. Why is it the shit that you didn't have to say at all must be said now? No shit. Especially when you're athletes. Athletes are in the best shape of anybody. Now you're really turning up the unfair factor. They're not competing against regular men. They're competing against athletic men. Yeah, they can be athletes too, but that ain't shit compared to an athletic man. What was it, the Australian team or something? It was Australia's national team. They played a bunch of 14 and 15-year-old boys and got their ass, or was it the women's team? It was the Americans team. I think it was the Americans team. They got their asses whooped by boys who weren't old enough to drive to the match. Their mom is in the parking lot in the minivan waiting for them to get done, and they smashed these women. Or another one was a bunch of 60-plus-year-old men beat the shit out of these women. They're supposed to be at the top of their game. The video of the black guy who literally ran through the entire female soccer team by himself, doing all kinds of tricks and shit with the ball. They were turning around in circles. Like when you get a puppy to chase his tail. They were turning around in circles like, where'd the ball go? He's gone already. When it comes to the physical, the men got that shit on lockdown. But apparently that's not good enough. But this is just telling people, if you're not good enough to compete against your peers, just make it unfair. Go compete against a bunch of girls. What's next? You're going to have men playing in the Kids World Series now? So stupid. So stupid. Let's go back up here and see what you guys are talking about. How about that? How about that? You know that girl's a millionaire now. Michelle Collins, Navy, 87 and 97. Thank you very much. Shipwreck. Birmingham, Alabama. Guitar Dude 777. They should make the rule that a man has to cut off his eggplant emoji to compete. Then we'll see just how serious these freaks are. They ain't serious. Thomas still has his dick. He still got his package. Does Leah, Bam Bam Bigelow says, does Leah have sex with men or is he a lesbian? No, he still has sex with chicks. He ain't even gay. Matthew Frank Milkovich says William Thomas or Moby Dick. Call him Moby Dick. Or Vera DeMilo. Google that shit. Look up Vera DeMilo. You laugh your ass off. Semi says, wow, impressed by the headline. That's what I'm saying. That was from the New York Post. Couldn't believe it. That's right, Rachel S. Sheesh. Like, what the fuck? This shit was common sense 10 years ago. I don't know what happened. Ken B. Jericho, it's called Pillar and Stones Drag. That's right. I knew there was a technical term for it. Gary Garlock says it's disgusting what's going on. It really is, man. Again, this is shit that 10 years ago we didn't need to say out loud. Spike in Madness, fastest freak. That's right. Cindy also says, or Liar Thomas. Both. Leah, get out of that shit. Back in DRT says the imposter is a living version of Vera DeMilo from A Living Color. Yeah. Hi, I'm Vera DeMilo. I'm gonna have a BLT, a bacon, lettuce, and testosterone. Check, watch that shit. They were telling the future like the Simpsons. Ghost 8 selling it all for the trophy and the fame and the clicks or whatever they're doing it for, the clout. Ain't worth it. Tina Root says any parent who changes their child should not be a parent anymore. You can say no. F no. And also get the fuck out of here to your child. Yeah, like, come on, seriously. Your kid comes to you and says, I want to be, or, say you have a little boy and he says, Mommy, I'm a girl. No, you're not. What do you want for dinner? Case closed. No, you're not. You're wrong. Like the laundry list of other things you're wrong in about your short life. You're 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You don't know shit yet. Your bones haven't even hardened. What did Martin say? He said your breath still smells like Similac. You can't make any heavy decisions. Look at your room. Look what you're wearing. If I let my son dress himself, he dresses himself like he has no mirrors. Striped socks, blue shorts, orange shirt, it's all fucked up. But we're supposed to let these kids decide what gender they are? You're not even old enough to get a permit to drive a vehicle, but I'm going to let you change your gender. And then what's even stupider than that is I am going to change the life around you. We're going to start calling you something else and make other people refer to you as something else. What the hell no? Get out of my face, kid. You better go to your room. Oh, stupid. Yeah, how about that? How about telling your kid no? No, you're not. Car Jack says everyone wants to push the envelope these days. Yeah, well, what happens when the envelope no longer wants to be pushed? Then what? Fucking disgusting. And Ghost of Josie Wells says the real question is who would transform their children before age 12? You know there's some sick asses out there. There's some sick fucks out there that want that pat on the back from the circle of weirdos they run with. You better believe they would. You better believe they would. Hell yeah, for some, we have a trans kid. Oh my God, you're so accepting. Your family is so diverse. Your family is so diverse. Get out of here with that shit. We can be diverse in a different way. Fucking disgusting. Other people that'll do that. And why are they so aggressive? Why not? Hey, here's how I want to be, or here's how I want to be referred to, or here's what I think, or here's what I'm into. Leave it at that. Why you got to be so aggressive? Why you got to force it on people? Why you got to try to destroy people's livelihood because they don't subscribe to your bullshit? Why do you care? Why? And you hear people say, oh, well, the numbers of trans suicide goes down when there's more acceptance. Why is my acceptance so important to you? Because your acceptance of me isn't even on my radar. I don't even care. I don't care what you think of me, what you accept of me. Who the fuck are you? Who are you? I don't even know you. Man, get out of here with that shit. Why is my acceptance so important? Please tell me. Why do you care what I think about you? Don't you think highly of you? That's all that should matter. That shit is dumb as hell. What was that in Don't Be a Menace? Which says, nigga, I don't know you. I don't know you, so I don't care what you think of me. There's no unit of measurement to quantify how little I give a shit about what you think of me. I checked the deed on my house. Your name's not on it. I checked all my bills: phone bill, water bill, trash, garbage, solar, all that shit. My name is the only one on it, so why do I care what you think? You haven't helped me buy a grocery. You haven't helped me pay for an oil change, my kids' swim classes, extracurricular shit, the stuff I got to do around the house. You ain't giving me a dime, so why do I give a damn what you think? It makes me mad for you to think that I care what you think. It's all acceptance. Accept me. Why? Why? It goes back to their parents in their childhood. Somebody didn't hug you enough, or maybe somebody hugged you too much. Huh? Show me on the doll. But that's where you need to go to get that void filled, not us, not the general public. We don't have enough give a shit. Let me check. Yeah, I checked my pockets, guys. I'm all out of give a shit. I'm all out. Tapped. Why is that so damn important? I don't get it. I don't get it. But what I do get, it's rare to find a remedy that delivers noticeable physical and mental benefits like E60 Evo. Their ESS 60 is a breakthrough technology offering benefits to thousands of customers. I sleep deeper, wake up feeling more refreshed when I take their organic olive oil-based product daily. I'm more energized and think more clearly when I take this product. I really like how I feel. My skin quality is improving and my hair is improving when I take this oil daily. Workouts are easier, and when I focus on my endurance and strength, I feel like I'm 15 years younger. Their lab has been manufacturing ESS 60 for 31 years. That's why their products are the best. They've got a proven track record and thousands of satisfied customers, and also my recommendation. Purchase your ESS 60 from C60 Evo to enjoy the incredible benefits yourself. Use my link below to save 10% on your purchase, and that promo code is JG10. Yes. Scott put Adult Swim, but he put 3 and then the equal sign 3 times in a D, which makes the shape of a penis. Thank you very much, Scott. Appreciate that. Sophomore humor is always appreciated. Miguel says, hello, everyone. Hello, Miguel. Let's see. Rachel S. says he must hate his monthly cycle. Yeah, where does that come out? Where you bleeding from, buddy? Matthew's Business says, adjust your nuts, then hop in. Yeah, man, make sure everything's secure. Make sure that the sack is secure before you hop in that water. Fucking gross. Gross. Imagine how you feel as a parent, because the kids aren't the only ones that sacrifice, okay? Somebody's got to drive these kids to their meets and their practices and pay for all this stuff, the training, the equipment, the gas nowadays, all that shit. When they're hurt, taking them to the doctor, getting them the physical therapy if they need it, all the things that go into having a child that does sports and competes at a high level. Okay? The parents have to do it too. So imagine how you feel. You've gone through the ups and downs with your child, with your daughter. You've held her as she's cried when she lost a meet. You're trying to build her confidence so she can get back out there and do it again next week. And you get to the pool, and this big old son of a bitch takes off his jacket and got the broadest shoulders you've ever seen. What's going through your mind? How do you think your little girl is going to place now? Matthew Frank Mikovic says, Wiener versus Taco. That's right. Wiener's going to win every time. Sorry, Taco. I think you're talking, you mean a pink taco. So, yeah, let's talk about, let's see, which one? Fuck it. Let's get into Bidenus Pervertus. Our grandpa in chief, Mr. Hey, this isn't the mall. Been spending most our life living in the gangster's paradise. That jackass. What did he do now, Jericho? You know he did something. That's why I don't understand these comedy shows, these late night talk shows and SNL and all this shit. Why aren't you guys dipping from the Biden well? It never runs out. Every day he's going to say or do something stupid. And if you're lucky, he will say and do something stupid on the same day. Now, unfortunately, this time he didn't do nothing stupid, but he did that a few days ago when he fell off his damn bike. So this time, apparently he's on vacation, a working vacation, and he's, I don't know, some beach town. And there's a bunch of people on the reporters and shit. And somebody asked him about the recession. They said, experts are saying that there's a good chance of a recession. Hold on, let me get the quote right. Okay. So I don't like to misquote these dummies, because what they actually say is worse than anything I could think of. And that's the truth. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. Okay. So, it says, as Americans struggle to keep their heads above water amid inflation, fuel price hikes, a beach trolling President Biden lashed out at a reporter Monday for daring to ask about the possibility of a U.S. recession. Is that so far-fetched these days? I think not. So, asked on the sand near his vacation home in Rehoboth, whatever beach, Delaware, about economic experts saying a recession is more likely than ever. Biden barked, not, or I'm sorry, not. Let me do this right. Let's be authentic. And not the majority of them. They're not saying that. Come on, don't make things up, okay? Now you sound like a Republican politician, the president griped before realizing how he came off and insisting, I'm joking. That was a joke. You know how he does that? No, it was a joke. No, I'm being serious. Fucking dumbass. The president, who emerged 2 days after falling off his bike nearby, proceeded to call for higher taxes on the wealthy while blaming oil companies for record high prices at the pump. But all kidding aside, no, I don't think it's inevitable. I was talking to Larry Summers this morning, and there's nothing inevitable about a recession. Okay, he says there's nothing inevitable about it. So a recession is not inevitable. It's not going to happen. That's what he said. Hold on, we're going to get to the good part. Okay. We also can move in a direction that we can provide for tax, increasing taxes on those in the corporate area as well as individuals as it relates to Trump's tax cut, which is inflationary. You know, going out and buying a yacht doesn't help the economy a whole lot, says somebody walking down the beach from their beach house. And buying a yacht does help the economy. Somebody has to sell them the damn yacht. Somebody has to prepare the yacht to be sold. Somebody has to build the yacht, because when you're on that level, you'll probably get one built. And then when you have the yacht, are you going to be down there in the galley making all the lobster tails and shit and running the drinks upstairs to your guests and driving the boat? No, you're going to hire somebody to do all that shit and more. Hire somebody you can trust to keep the secrets of the weird shit they're going to see on this yacht. But that's beside the point. So yes, buying a yacht does help the economy. And if you're in California buying a yacht, you better be ready to pay taxes like a motherfucker. So yes, it does help the economy, Joseph. You dumb old shit. And then, check this out. Hold Oh, and one more part before I get into this picture. Biden blamed the December 2017 tax law for inflation, despite the fact that annual U.S. inflation actually dropped from 2.1% in 2017 to 1.9 in 2018. It currently sits at 8.6. Wow. So, first of all, let me get to this picture. It's a picture of Bidenus pervertus, and this picture is the reason I call him Bidenus pervertus. That's the Latin name. Okay, we know him as Joe Biden, but his Latin name, if you looked him up in the encyclopedia, it would be Bidenus pervertus, sniffer of the young. We all know that. We've all seen the pictures of that girl. He has his hands on her shoulders, and she's like, ew, he tries to kiss her, and she's creeped the fuck out. I've seen a couple of videos like that. Well, in this picture, this little girl looks to be about, I don't know, 8 or 9, and he has his hand on her shoulder, and he's pointing at the camera like, yeah, look over there, little girl, as I touch this supple shoulder. Disgusting. So my question is, who the fuck would let their 9-year-old daughter take a picture with him? No, I'm good. He probably asked to take a picture with the little girl. Yes, taxpayer, do you think I could possibly borrow? I mean, take a picture with your little girl, please. Would you let your daughter take a picture with somebody doing that? You know he was. Who would let their daughter take a picture with him? But whatever dummies out of shot of the camera, they did. CPS tracked that woman down, started an investigation. You ain't getting nowhere near my daughter. Bidenus, pervertus. But there are some things that he said. He said, I read it, it was a quote, it was in quotation marks. That means he said it. He said that inflation or recession is not, let me get it, I want to read it again. I want to be accurate. We'll read the words from the old horse's mouth. He said, but all kidding aside, why were you kidding in the first place? No, I don't think it's inevitable. I was talking to Larry Summers this morning, and there's nothing inevitable about recession. That's what he says, nothing inevitable about it. Recession is not inevitable. It's not going to happen. Okay? What else did he say wasn't going to happen? When he was on the campaign trail getting his ass whooped by Trump, as we all saw, he says, no poke mandates. I am not going to mandate the vaccine, is what he said. You see how that turned out. Mandated the shit out of it. Tried to get OSHA to go around the Constitution, to circumvent the Constitution. Tried to get OSHA to crack down on that and fire people who wouldn't get in that shit. Get that poke. That's called a mandate. He said you won't get the sweet and sour sniffles if you get poked. He looked into a camera and said that to the world. The world, Craig, said it to everybody. If you get the poke, you will not get the sweet and sour sniffles. I believe it was James Brown. Oh, damn it, I'm sorry. Aunt Pearl from 227. No, shit, that ain't it. Mad Max. No, that was a movie. Oh, Maxine Waters, a lady who don't give a shit about her district in L.A. She just got the sweet and sour sniffles for the second time. She's double boosted, and she got the poke. And where did she get it from? She got it, and Justin Castro, the prime jackass up there in America's hat, Canada, he got the sweet and sour sniffles too. How in the hell did Maxine James Brown, the hardest working man in show business, Waters, get the sweet and sour sniffles the same time as Justin Castro? Were they at the same orgy? If so, Maxine, no thank you. Could you imagine looking across? Sorry about that. But I don't think they were at the same orgy. What they were at was at that Summit of the Americas bullshit. So she got it, he got it. You know what? There was a time where they would call that a super spreader event. Just saying. I know I'm talking about old shit from last year. But he said if you get the poke, you won't get the sweet and sour sniffles. Oh, sorry. And he said there wouldn't be any inflation. That's what he told us. We're not going to have inflation. You guys bought anything recently? Anything? My mom was just here visiting over the weekend, and her round trip ticket for a 4-hour train ride was $70. 70. Anybody fill up their tank lately? I guarantee you paid more than $70, especially if you live in California. My wife spent $116 to fill up her van. That's more than 70. He said no inflation. So now he's saying there won't be a recession. So that's 1, 2, 3 things that he's at least that he's lied about. Major shit. But we're supposed to believe this one. I think it's third time's a charm, not fourth time's a charm. But this fourth thing, there will be no recession. Recession is not inevitable. We're supposed to believe this. He is the most awkward. The way he was talking to that reporter, no, I was just joking. It was a joke. Yeah, I was joking. Yes, you guys wanted me to be a comedian, not a president. No. That is not what we hired you. Well, we didn't hire you. I'm talking to those 81 million voters of yours that made you the most popular president ever, and you got 10 million more votes than Barack Obama. There are people out there still masturbating to the memory of Barack Obama, but you got 10 million more votes than him. You can't handle a flight of stairs. You can't handle a bicycle, and you got more votes than him. Okay. Well, those 81 million people, you guys hired him to be president, not a stand-up comedian. So I don't know why he was there telling jokes. This is not a very jokey time, especially about the economy and the recession that we are going to feel the weight of, not you. You think you're going to have any less lobster tails on your table? Any less Dom Perignon? No. You'll be fine. You'll probably get more. We will feel the crunch. We will have to make the sacrifices. We will have to look into the faces of our children and disappoint them by telling them, no, you can't have something you should be able to have because we just can't afford it. I'm sorry, baby. We just can't afford it. I don't know the last time you look into your son's cracked out fucking eyes. I don't know the last time you stared into your son's dilated pupils and told him he couldn't have something. Whoops, that never happened. Because he's allowed to gallivant around the planet, throwing your name around all willy-nilly, making deals and shit, getting jobs he's not qualified for. So I don't think you've ever told him no. Obviously, you've never told him no. Because he thinks it's cool to smoke crack butt naked with underage girls and document it and not be fearful in the least when someone gets their hands on the laptop that contains all the proof. So I doubt you've had to do that, Joseph. Oh, that's right. Guys, I forgot. He's never been in the private sector. You don't know what it's like to sacrifice. You don't know what it's like to go without. You don't know what it's like to postpone things until you can afford it. You don't know what that's like. You don't know what it's like to stand at the pump and watch that meter, watch that gauge stop way before you'd want it to. You've never put 5 on pump anything. You've never put 10 on pump anything. You've never been embarrassed to count the change in your ashtray in your vehicle to go pay for something. Because you've never been in the private sector. And if you performed in the private sector the way you do in government, you wouldn't last long. Let's say you were a public speaker. You wouldn't be a public speaker. You'd get one gig, your first one, and it would be your last one. Because you can't be a public speaker if you can't speak in public. And you can't. You know the thing. Never mind. That fool said that. He was in the middle of a sentence and said, never mind. Huh? What'd you just say? No, I'll finish that sentence some other time. Ain't that some shit? You don't know what it's like. You're an out of touch piece of shit. All of them. That's why you need term limits. Get your ass out there in the real world and make a living like everybody else. What other job can you have where you fail up? Kamala Harris was a horrible district attorney. She was a horrible senator. Apparently, she wasn't a horrible lay. You can ask Willie Brown about that. But every job she's had, she sucks, including the present one. Isn't that weird? Isn't that ironic? She sucked so she can suck. You guys wouldn't last. Maybe that's why you're so afraid of the private sector, because you wouldn't last. You guys are horrible at your jobs, yet you keep failing upwards. You know what, Johnson? You're constantly late. I get nothing but complaints, and your work ethic is horrible. Not to mention the product that you give at the end of the assigned time is lacking in every way. I got something for you, though, Johnson. You're going upstairs. That's right, corner office with a view. Just kidding. That's not how it works in the private sector. You don't perform, you don't advance. You continue not to perform, you won't be employed anymore. He's been in office for 50 years. Say it isn't so, but it is. People, this is a viewer-funded platform. Okay, Venmo, Green for Green, Cash App, $, Jericho Green 1, P.O. Box 806, Olivehurst, California, 95961-9998. Super chats, get them in. First come, first serve. Oh my goodness. That's our guy. That's our representative. That's who we send out on the world stage. That's our best and brightest, huh? Sophia says, shaking my head. Hey, hold on, Sophia. Sorry about that. Comments jumped on me again. Tap dancing liberals, they love tap dancing for Jim Crow Biden. They do. They won't say it's wrong. You got these blue checkmark jackasses out here touting this fool all the time. Oh, he's doing great and all the good things you got. And he's really improved the economy. What fucking economy are you looking at? Scary Harry Flanagan says Obama's going to poke his head back out soon. Yeah, he has to try to save this old bastard. So they got to throw out the lifeline of lifelines, the exalted one. Because nobody will say anything bad about him, especially now. Because if you say anything bad about him, well, you know, you're a phobe, you're an ist, because he's a person of color, okay? And he's oppressed. Barack Obama is oppressed. Two-time president Barack Obama is oppressed. Growing up rich in Honolulu, oppressed. Went to where? Harvard, Yale, Ivy League school, oppressed. Senator, oppressed. President, twice, oppressed. Poor kid. Poor guy. If that's oppression, hey, oppress me a little harder, huh? Oppress my bank account hard as shit. Let it happen. Come on, oppress me. Oppress the super chats, guys. Oppress me. Oppress me with your donations, please. Charlie Green, is Michelle Obama really a man? I don't know, man, but she resembles retired power forward from the NBA named Mike Obama. That's all I'm saying. Lowell Munch. Thank you for enjoying my show, Lowell. I appreciate that. Sorry I butchered your last name. Pride check. Is your pride on nice and tight? Huh? All right. Throw a handful of Skittles in your mouth right now. Right now. Okay, so check this bullshit out. This is some of the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life. Okay? It's the dumbest. What? I don't understand. Who told these idiots that it was okay to come out? And not only come out like, I'm coming out, like come out in public in the sunshine, like in during daylight hours. Who told them that was okay? Because hold on a second. Let me put this shit in right. This is some of the stupidest shit I've ever seen, and people are acting like it's not. People are acting like, no, there's not. This is great. Well, why haven't we done this before? Why are people not acting like this is the dumbest shit ever? So this is from NOLA.com. So this is from Nolans. Okay. They're there. They're Ground Zero by Doug McCash. Richard Simmons. Where'd that come from? A picture of Richard Simmons just popped up. That's fucking weird. Oh man, there goes some dumb. See, it's got all these windows popping up, all this stupid shit. Let me go to a reputable site. Okay, check this out. New Orleans Democratic mayor unveils giant hair pick to celebrate Juneteenth. Promptly gets roasted. Quote, this is a joke. Now, I wish this was a joke, but that's what somebody called it. Because it is. A giant afro pick with a clenched black power fist was unveiled in New Orleans on Friday in celebration of Juneteenth, the holiday paying tribute to the last American slaves being freed. However, the eyebrow-raising statue was widely panned online. The 28-foot tall, it's almost 3 stories tall. The 28-foot tall hair pick weighing 7,000 pounds is titled All Power to All People and was created by artist Hank Willis Thomas. What color do you think he is? Because it couldn't have a white person do it. New Orleans Mayor LaToya Cantrell, who is for sure a jackass, a Democrat, touted the hair pick statue as breathtaking on Twitter. Breathtaking as in that. Not, it's so beautiful, but it's so stupid I can't even speak. And she said, and I quote, as Juneteenth approaches, we celebrated with an unveiling in Lafayette Square. This sculpture is very fitting for this time and place as we celebrate the freedoms that we have gained. We know that it doesn't come without struggles, fights, and protests for 200 years. And this is going to be the part that makes that single drop of anger blood come from here, here, or here. Cantrell said the city is spending $7.2 million to recognize local Black and brown artists as their artwork would be displayed around public buildings in New Orleans. Guys, $7.2 million to support some Black and brown artists, that is something special. And by special, I mean racist as fuck. What about the white ones? What about the yellow ones and the red ones, huh? No, just the Black and brown. Fuck all the rest of you artists who could use some of the $7.2 million to actually do some artwork that would help the community, that would educate people, give them something to enjoy, something to learn from. But instead, we're going to cut that list to only Black and brown artists. So if you're not Black and you're not brown, you need not apply. Because somehow you must have all the money you need to be an artist simply because of your skin color. That is the dumbest. Look at this shit. Look at that bullshit. A 28-foot tall pick with a Black power to celebrate Juneteenth, which is about the last slaves being freed. Well, guess what, LaToya, you dumb son of a bitch? Guess who wasn't picking their afro? A slave. Guess who wasn't out there? Right on, sister girl, slaves. Because that shit wasn't around then. That's some 70s, 60s, and 70s bullshit. A Black power fist? Bitch, you got your decades mixed up. You got your centuries mixed up. That shit didn't come out until the 60s and the 70s. And this is somehow tied into slavery? How? Are you serious? In New Orleans, when they say the city, They mean you, New Orleanians, Nolinians. You guys pay for that. $7.2 million for some fucking artists. Hey, guess what? And she's the mayor. So she's aware of the crime rate in New Orleans. And you are going to take $7.2 million for some artists? How about you put that $7.2 million into more officers and more training? How about that? How about you use that money to incentivize your citizens to buy firearms legally and train themselves to fight these savages that you seem not to care about? $7.2 million for black and brown artists. So basically, that's $7.2 million for racism. A black power fist, that is for how? That's not even a hairstyle that slaves had. You might as well put a curling iron out there or a blow dryer. They didn't have that shit when they were slaves. There was no black power movement for slaves. They didn't need one. Like I mentioned yesterday, my family lineage was traced back to 1812s. My family had their freedom by 1812. Black power? The Black Power movement was more detrimental than helpful. Black folks were doing better during slave times, pre-civil rights movement. We were doing better. We owned more businesses. We had more intact families. We had less violence. There was black intelligentsia. Harlem used to be a place where people went to learn about culture and education. Black people with standards and class. Selling people this dream, this bullshit that black folks were downtrodden and they just couldn't figure a way out was bullshit. The first black politicians were Republicans. Don't believe me, look that shit up on your own. We were more successful as a community before the civil rights movement, during slavery. Look at the numbers. And you're taking $7 million of taxpayer money to help one group and continue racism. That is the dumbest. And the mayor's up there like, it's breathtaking. No, your stupidity is breathtaking. The crime rate in your city is breathtaking. You ignoring that is breathtaking. Not that 28-foot, 7,000-pound piece of junk. A black power pick. Here, let me look something up real quick. Let's see. So could they have not come up with some famous black folks from New Orleans instead of an Afro pick? How about Louis Armstrong? He's from New Orleans. There's actors. Madam C.J. Walker. She was the first female self-made black millionaire. You think a statue of her wouldn't have been better in that spot than a damn pick with a black power fist? A fist is a sign of aggression. What are you trying to do here? You trying to fight? You trying to stir up racial tensions? Why a fist? Ronnie Coleman. He was from New Orleans. I'd rather see a statue of him than a big ass fucking pick. There are so many more successful black people, influential black people that you could have put there instead of a pick. Impressed by unimpressive shit. A pick. Wow. Wow. That is something. That is something. And you know what? This is supported. This is championed by all kinds of people, all levels. Nobody sees anything wrong with this. How about the people of New Orleans? $7.2 million of your money for two groups of people that, okay, that $7.2 million is coming from all taxpayers in New Orleans. White, black, Mexican, Indian, Asian. All of you are paying into this, but only two groups of you can benefit from it. So we're all having a pizza party. You all throw in money, but only the black people and the Mexicans get pizza. Whites, Asians, Indians, whoever, both kind of Indians, pull start and push start. All you guys, you stand outside and be hungry and look through the window, fogging up the window with your hungry breath, okay? We're going to be in here chilling. Have me another slice. Pepperoni? Yes. Meat lovers? Yes. Hawaiian pizza? Gross. Who the fuck puts pineapple on a pizza? That's disgusting. But you all put in on it, but you all can't benefit from it. Who would agree to that? Who would say, no, it's cool. Take my money. I don't want anything for it. Just give you my cash. Here you go. I don't want nothing in return. Bullshit. Nobody. But speaking of money, let's do these super chats, shall we? Get them in. Get them in. You have to the very last second to get your super chats in. I'll read that shit. Atomic Tabasco, thank you very much. Says Jericho, please take some of my New Orleans money so I feel better. No problem, man. You want to keep giving it? I'll keep taking it. I hope you do feel better. Because everybody likes to give their money and get absolutely nothing in return. Everybody likes to give their money and get face palmed. Give me your money. You get nothing for it. Give me your money. Get the fuck out of here. Which is what the mayor of New Orleans is telling those taxpayers when they're going to give the money to black and brown artists. I wouldn't be surprised if they paid for that stupid pick. Just one more. Thank you very much. It says, I hope that the NCAA takes that man's female swimming medal away from him and give it to the young lady who actually won. No, I'm sorry, just one more. That's not going to happen because that would be the right thing to do. That would be the proper thing to do, so they will not. Good suggestion. Authentically Kennedy, thank you very much for the 50. Honestly, when Joe Biden fell on that bike, I thought it was hella sad. You must be from California. My grandpa had dementia and reminds me so much of Joe. He lived for 3 years after his diagnosis, but passed in March. He acted a lot like Joe in his last year before a quick decline. Sorry to hear about the loss of your grandfather. Sounds like you were close to him, so you had some time to spend with him before he died. But yes, like no bullshit. It's sad to see this. It's elder abuse. They keep trotting this man out there to sit up there and read that stuff and do these events and appearances and everything, and it really is sad. Okay, you could say his foot was caught in the pedal, but you're already on the bike. When you got on the bike, you knew your foot was in that little slot or pocket or whatever. You knew your foot was in there. Or do you never ride a bike so you don't know what you're doing and that was a photo op? I think that's what it was. Because if you're an average cyclist, you're going to know. That's going to be muscle memory. You're going to know to pull your foot back and then up and out. You're going to know that unless it's your first time, unless you're faking it, unless you're trying to give us all cancer by the smoke you're blowing up our ass. But thank you, Authentically Kennedy. I really appreciate your time and your dinero. And condolences to your grandfather because March wasn't that long ago. Like, that was all bullshit. You ain't never, man, when was the last time that fool rode a bike? Probably back when they were first invented. Authentically Kennedy, again, thank you. Jericho, how the hell are you sitting in your garage in this CPE? Yeah, I'm looking down at the thermometer. It's 100 degrees outside. I'm not happy about it. This is 10. May you get an ice cream at the ice cream truck. Enjoy. All right, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hand it to him and say, Authentically Kennedy said I get a fucking ice cream. Give it up. Yeah, it's real today. 7 days in a row, over 100. Not happy. Bryant Lawson, thank you. says there a reason why we have men and women's sports. It's not that complicated. No, it's not, but they're trying to make it complicated. It's almost like they're trying to convince us we're crazy. We know it. We know better. We know what's right. We know what's wrong. But they're trying to blur that shit. They're trying to convince us otherwise. And that shit is weird. No, it's not hard at all. That's why you tell boys growing up, don't hit girls. Why? Because it's unfair. You hit harder than them. Now, am I about to make a controversial statement? Yes, I am. Do I believe that in every single situation a man shouldn't hit a woman? No, don't be stupid. If your safety or your life is in danger, yeah, render her unconscious, straight up. Now, of course, women, they get a longer fuse than men. You know, let it. If you don't believe me, fellas, go out. Next time you're out, take your drink and throw it in another guy's face, and see if he just fucking wipes his face off and puts his hand on and says, "You better knock it off, knock it off." No, he's not going to say that. He's going to wipe his face off, and then you guys are going to start fighting because you're another man. So if that's the case, everybody keep your hands to yourself. And I've told my wife this. I don't know if my wife even agrees with this, but I do. If I was out in public and there was some woman trying to fight my wife, nope, that's not going to happen. You're fighting me. That's my wife. What the fuck do I look like standing there watching my wife fight? But it's woman on woman. I don't give a shit. Once you put this on, it ain't just woman on woman. That's my woman. And nobody is going to hurt her. I don't care if my wife was going to beat the shit out of her. You don't have to, sweetheart. That's what I'm here for. So no, I would not let a woman fight my wife. I would try to keep her away. It's not like I'm just going to square up and start dropping bombs on her. I would try to get her away, but if she persisted, hey, we all have a right to defend ourselves. But to avoid those situations, everybody keep your hands to yourself. But I tell my son, hey, don't hit girls. But I hit girls when I was a little boy. I let them slide a lot, but one time a girl spit in my face. Once that saliva leaves your lips, you're now an equal. I see you as a little boy because that's one of the most fucking disgusting things you can do to someone, and most disrespectful things is to spit on them. So as soon as she spit on me, I hit that girl so hard. Lucky, I still gave her some leeway. I didn't hit her in the face. If she was a boy, I would have hit her in her face and beat the shit out of her. But I hit her in her stomach, and she had her arms up like this, trying to get her air back. Fuck that! Don't spit on me. What the fuck? Alien testosterone. It must be some high testosterone. Thank you for your dirty, salty sailor slang. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I don't know. Am I wrong? Tell me. No, I don't believe in hitting women unless you're given a reason. I would never go out looking for a reason to hit a woman or anything. Like I said, she would get much rope. But once that rope ran out, fuck that. What do you think I'm supposed to run? Risen ability. Spitting that fire today. I like that picture too on there. Yeah, man. I appreciate it. They give me the fire to spit. They keep doing this dumb shit and saying this dumb shit. Remember, a recession is not inevitable, guys. That's what he just said. Remember that. So when the recession hits, we're going to revisit this because that'll be the fourth thing that he lied to us about. Fourth major thing. Corn pop, all that other stupid shit. But this is a big one. No recession, huh? Okay. Would that be funny? Because the last time we had a recession, it was his boss. And he's the one who said, never underestimate Joe's ability to fuck things up. Well, the recession's pretty fucked up, Barry. Christian, what's up? Yo, Hoser. YouTube won't let me base Leah. I don't know what that means. But YouTube's holding you back from what? What can you not do, Hoser? What are you talking about? Oh, man. Robin Sage, thank you very much for the twomp. Please spread the word of the usual traitor Republicans like John Cornyn selling us out on red flag laws and the so-called Civic Secure Democracy Act, where they are backdooring CRT at Fed level. Look it up. I will look it up. I don't know much about the CRT thing you're talking about, but yeah, the red flag laws, that's bullshit. And there's a lot of rhinos out there, and they're worse than the Democrats who are trying to screw us. There are a lot of rhinos out there who are supposed to have our back, who are supposed to be pushing back against this shit, but they don't. They have no spine. They're spineless weaklings. They know damn good well the shit that they're pushing is fucking wrong. Red flag. You can't do that. You can't leave somebody's rights up to the whim of somebody else. Because getting one or more people to complain about you, yeah, that's pretty easy. Especially if you have some scorned lover or people don't agree with your politics or some shit like that. Yeah, you can do that. What the fuck are you guys doing? All of them should know better, really. But if you have one side pushing bullshit, the other side, you should know better. They're all assholes. Christian, thank you for the twomp, hoser. Says my weekly donation to my American hoser. Melanie and Faye Knox say hi. What's up, Melanie and Faye? They love you. What's the difference between truckers and adult film stars? Nothing. We are both paid by the load. Cheers. Yeah, that's my man Christian. He's a truck driver up in Canada, and he's always giving me funny ass jokes in my emails and shit. I appreciate that, man. You stay safe in those roadways and tell your boy hi. I hope he gets back home very safe. Sarlax tapeworm, hot as hell in Georgia. See, Georgia, when you get, my brother lives in Savannah. Savannah's like down in the swamp. They're on the coast. And I was there for his wedding. He got married August 3rd, 2003. And again, stepping off the plane in Georgia, I was like, oh, I'm not ready for this. And I remember something I've never seen before or since. I'm sure it happens in other places, but I've never seen this shit before or since. We went to some grocery store or something like that. And we go walking in, and as you're walking down the parking lot, you're hearing all of these cars running. And I'm thinking, why are all these people, there's this many people sitting in their cars outside of a grocery store? But what it is it gets so damn hot, people leave their cars running for the AC. I'm talking almost every car I walked past, the engine was running. I'm like, damn, this is a lifestyle down here. This ain't no bullshit. Nah, cool. We keep that humidity, man. This dry heat's bad enough. Humidity, that changes everything. Shay Laster, thank you for the Hamilton. I appreciate that. DB Telecom, thank you very much. USMC 05 to 2015. Oh, you were there pretty recently. Now the Navy is using pronouns and pronoun training. Yes, I saw that bullshit. USS Oak Hill, 2007 BLT 2/2. You know what? I saw that shit, and I'm very ashamed to have been a part of that branch of the military. But it's this video. If I can find it, I'll put it in the link, or I'll upload it on my channel under community. But it's these two fucking freaks, a guy and a girl, I think. And they're like, I use pronouns. My pronouns are him, them, they, their, blah, blah, blah. And I identify, and pronouns are a way to show respect. What the fuck? That's why you got a name. That's what we use to show respect. We call you by your name. They said it's a way to show acceptance and respect. There's that A word again. Why do you need acceptance from a total stranger? Why do I have to show you acceptance and respect? How about I just call you by your name? This is the military. That's why your last name is on everything, because that's what they're supposed to call you. Not no fucking pronouns. You are going to be called what's on this name tag. That's what you're called. I don't got time to go against my grammatical training and call one person they, or there's some other silly shit you made up. Some other silly bullshit name you wrote down in a hat, swirled it around, and picked one. I don't got time for this shit. These are supposed to be war machines. You want respect and acceptance? Here you want acceptance? Graduate boot camp. You want respect? Here you go. I'll call you by your name. You want more respect? Get some more rank. Other than that, fuck off. I'm not calling you anything but what's on your name tag and whatever rank is in front of it. It shows acceptance and respect. Why is that important? Why do you need, you don't even know me. Why do you need my acceptance? Does my acceptance mean anything if you don't know me? Mentally ill, mentally unstable. Go find your daddy, talk to him, and get a hug. And stay out of my face, you weirdo, you freak. The fuck? It shows acceptance and respect. Fuck you. Why don't you give my accept? I don't accept you. I don't know you. Fuck, I can't believe that shit. In the United States military. Hey guys, why don't you tell me this? Name one country that doesn't do this bullshit that we should be worried about. What country is that? What country in the world that we need to be concerned with that is not pushing no bullshit like that? Mauricio Hernandez, good damn afternoon, Jericho, from Cleveland. What's up? What's up, Cleveland? You be safe out there, because Cleveland is a shithole. Rich K, thank you very much for the cinco, my friend. Mallory Faust, thank you very much, young lady, for the twomp. Hey, JG, check out a pic of the Juneteenth Memorial in no. Oh, yeah, we talked about that. Trust me on this one. If you need a good laugh, my man. I laughed after I cried seeing that bullshit. $7.2 million, New Orleans. Open your pocket, let that mayor stick her hand in and get what she wants. But if you think you're going to take your ass down there and take part in what you just paid for, you are wrong as two left shoes, because that money is only for black and brown artists. But mayor, I'm a white artist or an Asian artist or an Indian artist, and I could really use some of that money to help out my career, to help my dream come true. No, I know I'm not black and brown, but I am an artist and I really could use that money. And I am a resident of this city, born and raised. Even some of my artwork is dedicated to the city and inspired by the city. I need it to. No, I'm not black and brown, but I'm a resident. I'm a citizen of this. But that's my tax money. Yep. Fuck you. If you ain't black or brown, if you're not one of the Fabergé eggs of ethnicities, get back out there and live that tough life. These little black and brown people, we're going to take care of them. We're going to coddle them. We're going to baby them. We're going to lower the standards for them. We're going to make excuses for them. We're going to do everything we can to keep them suckling from this federal teat. So what I need you to do is get out there. Don't talk back. Get out there. Make your own living. Suck it up. Fuck you and your family and your dreams and your hopes, okay? And turn off the light on the way out. Thank you. How's that make you feel, New Orleanians who aren't black and brown artists? You can pay, but you cannot play. Don't look at me. Avert your gaze. Don't look at me. I wonder how it's going to be for her reelection. Anywho, we did it, guys. I did it. You did it. We did it. Thank you for being in the comment section. Thank you for the donations. This is a viewer-supported platform. Venmo, Green for Green, Cash App, $ Jericho Green 1, P.O. Box 806, Olivehurst, California 95961-9998. I wonder what we're going to have to talk about tomorrow, kids. I wonder what kind of stupid shit is going to come flowing from DC. I wonder what kind of sexist, racist shit is going to come flowing from Hollywood. Whatever it does, I'll be catching it. I'll be sifting out all the corn and peanuts for you for the good bits. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell, because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Utilize the Linktree link. Get your ass over to JerichoGreen.net. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.